Hill, from Chris Hill, from Dick Hill and Son, and this is my new controllable thermostat. How's this thing work, Chris?
Okay, what we do is this is your home screen, so it's going to show you your indoor temperature and your indoor humidity. And then once it gets booted up here, it's going to also have your outdoor temperature located here. Your old thermostat had the same buttons as far as the fan, so you can be on or automatic. The new feature is circulate, which will bring on the blow every 30 minutes to circulate air, which helps filter the air in your house. It's a personal preference on any one of those. Automatic just means it comes on when you're heating or cooling. On means that it's on all the time. Press the system. This is where you're going to change it from heat, cool, and off, just like what you did on your other one. So if we press cool, go back to menu, it's in cool mode, and over here is where we're going to set. And you have a couple different options. You can put it on a permanent hold, which means it'll keep it at 70 degrees all the time until you change it. Or you can have a temporary, air conditioning just came on, cool on. Outdoor temperature 66 and the outdoor humidity is 36%. If you have a favorite color that we can make your screen, it has a guided schedule or you can build your own. So guided, it's going to basically ask you which days have the same schedule.
Oh, cool, yeah.
So you can go through it and just set, I don't know, your schedule, be on the radio.
Hey, get up at 3 in the morning, go do a radio show.
Sure. No. Here we go. So we go Monday through Friday just as an example. We go next.
Yeah.
And then it's going to say, is someone home all day?
Nope.
Say no. So what time do you wake up? Now what we want to do is set the time that you wake up, not try to calculate for how long it's going to run. It'll know, it starts coming on up to an hour and a half ahead of time. So if you wake up at 3, it'll start coming on as early as 1:30. It'll know how much heat it's lost and how much it needs to make up. So Monday through Friday, we've got wake at 3, press next. When does the last person leave? So what time are you out of the house?
Yeah, about 7:30.
So we say 7:30.
Everybody from the house is gone by then.
Then it says, when do you return home?
Oh, well, I usually get home about 2.
Okay, so we can take this to 2 o'clock.
Look at this.
Say next. And then what time do you go to sleep?
Yeah, about 10. That'll work.
So everybody knows Phil's schedule.
That's right.
What he does during the day.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, and then this is where we're going to set the temperatures for what temperature you want it during heating when you're home, and when what temperatures you want it for cooling. Now it says what temperature to prefer when you're not here.
Yeah,
I recommend not going more than 8 degrees versus what you set your heat at.
Okay.
So we set it 70, so
Got it.
62. And then I would say on something like this, no more than about 5 degrees, so 68 and
Okay, so
maybe
73. All right.
because what happens sometimes if we got a high 80-degree day, 90-degree day, and you're trying to cool a house that's already raised up to 80 degrees with the outdoor temperature, it probably won't have it down by 2 p.m.
Right,
when you
okay.
get home.
All right.
So would you like to schedule your fan? What you can do on this also is you can program the fan when you're home, when you're gone, to either be on auto, or to circulate. So if we scheduled the fan, we'd say yes, and it's going to say same thing when you wake up. Do you want it on, automatic, or circulate?
Just leave it automatic.
Yeah,
Okay?
a lot of people leave it automatic. There's certain furnaces that use a lot less electricity, so they'll run the blower all the time. The only time you can filter the air is when your blower is running. So spring and fall, your heating and cooling system isn't running as much due to the fact that we don't need the heat or the cooling, so then your blower, but we have more dust that time of year,
Right.
especially if you're in the country with farming and things like that
Right.
going on. So you can put it on wherever you want there, so we'll just go to next.
And when I have a big raging party in my house, I can always temporarily set it
Yes.
on or off to say, hey, I just
Yeah, you can temporarily
break the schedule for just this little bit, right?
Yeah, just have it for the temporary until whatever time.
Yeah.
And then once it hits that time, it's going to go right back into the schedule.
All right.
So we got Saturday and Sunday. It shows you everything. We got to wake up and a sleep because we're home all day. And then next group of days is Monday through Friday, 70 when we wake, 62. So at 7:30 it shuts off and doesn't allow the house to go below 62. When we return at 2 p.m. it'll be back to 70 degrees in heat. And at night at 10 p.m. it won't allow the house to fall below 65 degrees in the heat.
Awesome.
Another cool feature is the vacation mode.
I love it.
You can actually tell it what day you're going to be leaving. Now, this is a smart thermostat, so it's hooked to your phone, tablet, or a PC. So you could actually, as you're driving to the airport or on your way, say, oops, I forgot to change the thermostat. And you go into it and you can change it right then and it's done. So the vacation may not be as something as important that you might need. Put the time that you're leaving, put the day, time you're going to return, and the time you'll be walking in the door and your house will be back to temperature when you get. Or you can land at the airport, get your luggage and turn on heat and then drive home. Since it is a touchscreen, you can't just start cleaning it or it's going to start changing your settings.
Right.
So we're going to press clean screen. And you'll have 30 seconds to clean it. So you'll press yes, you can wipe it off.
Yeah.
And then when you're done.
That's also in case kids get jelly on it.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
You know, Dad.
Yes. Yeah, it's always a good place. And since it is a touchscreen, people will touch it. Security settings for the kids so they can't get into it. You can change the lock mode so it's only a certain code or.
They call that dad mode, right?
Yes.
Don't touch the thermostat.
I don't want to have to fix this every time I get home mode.
Right.
No batteries. If the power goes out, it's going to keep everything stored in it with capacitors bleeding off for at least 48 hours, 72 hours. You might, if it goes past that, you may have to set the current time. It is set up, unless the government changes the daylight savings time, it is set up to also switch for you on those dates. I think it's the second weekend of March and
in November
or something like that. But that's already pre-programmed in.
Great.
Other than that, you're ready to go.
And I have the app, and I'll take some screenshots and share the app. Chris Hill from Dick Hill and Son. Now, how often should I change my filters?
You want to check it every 30 to 45 days if you have a standard filter, and then you'll get a kind of a feel for it. You're looking at the longer the blower runs, the more often you're going to have to change your filter.
Awesome. Programmable thermostat from Honeywell. Chris Hill, Dick Hill and Son. Thanks, man.
Thank you.